What's up guys, Zach here with Dr. Eyeball MD. If you're a medical professional and you check pupils, today I'm going to be going over my favorite pen light that won't break down on you. Let's go. So if you use a pen light in your job as a medical provider, whether you be a nurse practitioner, a doctor, PA, whatever you do in the medical field, if you are checking pupils or using a pen light on patients, it's good to have one that works. And a lot of them are really cheap and really crappy, and they fall apart and don't work, and the light bulbs lose the direction. They don't face straight ahead. They tend to tilt over time. But I found a couple that are really good, and one that I like, that I use as an ophthalmology resident, somebody who is checking pupils on patients every single day, one that is really good to use. So behind the indirect ophthalmoscope, which shines a very focal circle of light, even at distance, it doesn't spread out over distance. Even across the room, it'll do a small focal circle of light. It's a very expensive piece of equipment, and it's used for looking at the retina. That is probably one of the best ways to actually check the pupil, but not everybody's going to have access to that, so getting a pen light is going to be one of the best ways. One of the first pen lights that I tried was this one called by Nightcore. It's a metal casing. It has these pupil gauges on it, so it tells you how many millimeters it is, so you can hold it up to the patient's eye and actually kind of gauge their pupils on each side to get an accurate measurement. That's what I like about this pen more than the other one that I'm going to show you. But I also really like that it's very sturdy. It's metal, and it's just a very sturdy feel, and it has a little click button here on the end, and it actually has 3 brightness settings. So you have this one, and this one. Now this is a really bright pen, especially on the brightest setting. It's not something you would want to shine in somebody's eye. On the lowest setting, it's still pretty bright. So that's the reason that I typically don't use this pen, because it's probably a little brighter than you would want, but it is a really good pen light. It's again by Nightcore, and it's about $28 on Amazon. So it's an expensive pen light, but it's gonna last you, it's gonna work. Now my favorite pen light, the one that I actually carry around on call with me that I like, and the one that I would recommend using if you're looking at getting one and trying to get one that's gonna be good, is this one by a brand called Lumintop. Lumintop. Now this one's going to run you about $20 on Amazon. It's cheaper, and I like it better. It's also got the metal casing, very sturdy, very similar design actually to the other pen. The only thing is it doesn't have those pupil gauges on the side. I do wish it had that on the Lumintop pen. And it comes in a variety of colors. There's pink colors that you can get too. And it also comes with this little tip on it, this little silicone kind of rubbery tip that can go on the end, and so you can turn the light on like this, and I guess kind of charge it up, and it glows in the dark when you turn it off like that. So I don't really know the point of that. It's kind of neat. It kind of protects the end of it. I don't really know 100% what that's for, but anyways, the pen light itself is really good, and it also has 3 brightness settings. And this one is a lot more tolerable on the lowest setting, so I typically use it on the lowest setting, and that's not too bright for patients. So you've got the lowest, the very bright setting, and then this kind of medium setting, but I like the low setting. It tends to work fine. So this is actually the pen light that I use. This is not a sponsored video in any way. It's just letting you guys know if you're in the market for a pen light as a medical professional. This is the one that I would recommend. Again, the brand is Lumintop, $20 on Amazon. Very nice pen light, very sturdy, and this is my favorite. Hope you guys liked the video. I hope this was helpful. If you're in the market for a pen light, go with the Lumintop. Give it a try. It's 20 bucks, but it's gonna last you. It's not gonna fall apart, and it's gonna be a really good pen light to use. And you can also use it even on those brighter settings for looking at other things, maybe not the pupils, but like, just examining other parts of the body, or even use it as a flashlight. So it's a very nice light. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'm Zach with Dr. Eyeball MD, and I'll see you guys next time.